Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and you get a look inside a hot and humid Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, they just continue to march the ball down the field here through the air, Charles. He is now 6 of 6 throwing the football.
And it would help the defense if he was just throwing it to one guy because you could, marshal some forces over there. But the way he's spreading it around, he's hitting them at all angles right now, making it very, very difficult.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Lawrence will throw.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacoby Myers from a yard out. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Allen.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Allen going to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Hardy sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
10 at the 34-yard line.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Shakir hauls it in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get him down at the 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy complete.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. And we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To the air, Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Motion man is Shakir.
Again, it's Cook. Nice. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped how the guy can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here comes 2nd down.
Allen.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Allen. That is caught by Shakir.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 20. First down,
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Allen. Finding Running Shakir across the formation.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Throwing, Allen.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This is 1st and 10.
Allen running the option to the left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.